So be it, Jedi.
What's going on, guys? Back in another video. We just got two more out of the blue, no pun intended, Hot Toys announcements. That being ARC Trooper 5s and ARC Trooper Echo. So I'll keep this brief, as there really isn't a whole lot to elaborate on. Aside from these two head sculpts, there really isn't nothing new that we're seeing here. But first impressions, these are figures that we've wanted for a long time. The sideshow figures go for a lot of money, even though they're very dated at this point. So we'll start off with 5s. He's in his Phase 1.5 ARC Trooper helmet, and I saw somebody say that they should include the Phase 2 helmet. Personally, I don't really care. I think for the price point, we'll get to a little bit later, they should probably include that. Figure looks great. It looks substantially better than the older sideshow figure, as I said earlier. Although I did think Hot Toys did do the older sideshow clones, so there shouldn't be much change in terms of armor, but the helmet is a little bit different. I think the piece de resistance of this figure is the head sculpt, and this head sculpt looks great. It looks exactly like 5s, well, sort of in that live action animation mashup they've got going on with these clone troopers. But you can tell who this is. He's got the 5 tattoo, the goatee, looks great. Separate moving eyeballs, which is a staple point now. Nothing really bad to be said about this figure. Moving on to Echo, it's the same thing. Nothing new here, really, aside from the head sculpt, which, again, this one looks great. There is a caveat, though. If you were to get this head sculpt, you could really kind of put it on any clone because he doesn't really have any standing features that make him look different. You know, 5 has a goatee, Rex has a shaved head, and his hair is blonde, so you could put this head sculpt on any clone and make it work. Let's get to the price point. Both of these figures are $275. And that is kind of steep. Now, not in comparison with ARC Trooper Jesse, who I think is what, $290, $285, $290. So $600 for a pair of clones that, when they're in your display, you're gonna know who they are. But they don't have that presence that I think a character with unique tailoring or a unique outfit is gonna have. I mean, any Jedi figure or any figure that pretty much just isn't a clone trooper, it's going to have more shelf presence, in my opinion. I'd probably have them displayed with their helmets on, as that's how my Captain Rex is right now. But because these portraits are so nice, you could, have them just holding their helmet and it'd look cool. This photo here of Rex, 5's, Echo, I think that's Oppo, but that's pretty inaccurate. And ARC Trooper Jesse, that goes hard. I mean, if you had all them figures lined up in your display, that would look sick. But for me, I don't know that I'm ready to commit to these two figures. So, to wrap this up, all in all, my initial thoughts are super happy to see these. Definitely not an underwhelming announcement, such as the recent Droideka. Yeah, this definitely makes me scratch my head and think I really would like 5s, but it'd be hard to get 5s and not have both of them. So, we'll see. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I think that is definitely something to think about. When a figure's announced, and you're not really sure if you need it or want it, versus when a figure's announced and you need it. You're counting down the minutes until it drops for pre-order. Those are two very different scenarios. So, as always, I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited about these figures? Are you tired of Star Wars? Are these figures coming home? Have you already pre-ordered them? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. You guys mean the most to me, and hope to see you on the next one.